Why do Christians think that just because you don't serve God, you don't give your life to Jesus, that you have to live a life of no peace? You just have no type of, you have no balance in your life. You're just in darkness. You're just always sad and down and out. Why exactly do you feel that just because I don't have your Jesus in my life, that I'm down out and bad? And most of the time, it might be the other way around. Gee willikers. What's good, everybody? This is Roan Unfiltered. This is something I'm going to be doing new on my page, where I'm going to be trying to dissect and break down certain comments that I get from certain people under 10 minutes. So like it up, and enjoy the video. So this lovely lady decides to leave a comment under one of my videos, and she basically tells me that I could just look at you and tell that you don't have any peace in your life. Huh? This is what she tells me. She knows for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, I am spreading the kingdom. I'm just in the kingdom of darkness. That's what I preach. That's what I promote and put out there. Even though I tell people that you need to be the light of the world and you need to cast forth your light. But yes, I promote the kingdom of darkness. You can look at all my content, and I just spread complete nonsense, straight perversion, straight chaos, go havoc, just do whatever you want. She goes on further to say that, but there is another way, young brother. There is another way that you can live the life that you want to live, where you don't have to gaslight yourself. You don't have to delude yourself into wanting to live a righteous or a good life. You can actually live a true life, a life that can be in your favor if you give your life to Christ. That's essentially what she says, or what she's getting around in this comment. They only be saying this really because when they were down and out before they were Christians, they were in depression. They were down and out. They were sad and just doing whatever and however until they met Jesus. So then they, push it and they project that to the next person, because they think that that person is in that state of being because they didn't have Jesus, or they don't have Jesus. So they're like, oh, well, that person might be like me when I didn't have Jesus. That's not how the game works, miss. And I just have a couple of questions. Why do you think that non-believers or pagans or heathens or people who do not participate in your religion have to be somewhat down and out? They have to be bad, they have to be evil, they have to be perverted, they have to be corrupt. And this is a very Eurocentric and westernized mindset to have, especially when your own people are thinking this way towards another black person just because they don't participate in a religion that was given to their ancestors during slavery. That makes no type of sense to me whatsoever. You mean to tell me that just because I'm trying to get back to my roots, that I practice a certain lifestyle or routine that is inspired by my ancestors, inspired by alchemy, inspired by certain practices that are thousands, hundreds of thousands of years old, older than Christianity, older than the Bible, I'm in the wrong. This is on me. That don't make no type of sense whatsoever. But this is where she's getting at, and a lot of Christians think this way. A lot of Christians, they want to pray for you. They ask for you to repent. They try to fill you up with all this hoopla about how Jesus loves you, and you don't understand that I can respectfully, appreciate what Christianity stands for. I can appreciate the love of Christ. I can appreciate the many different texts that you can be inspired by to become a better person. I can appreciate the story of Jesus and the mythology of Christ. I can appreciate the mysticism and Gnosticism and all these different aspects of Christianity. But that does not mean that I have to serve your Jesus. And it doesn't mean that I have to serve a God or worship Jesus in order to be happy. Because happiness comes from within. I am responsible for my happiness. I am responsible for how I feel. And when I understand that the story of Christ is just a depiction of myself and my soul, and if I can listen and read and understand the message of Christ when he tells the people that you are the light of the world. Whenever somebody was down and out, whenever somebody was being condemned, whenever somebody was being judged, he would tell them, go and sin no more. Whenever somebody would be stressed out, he gives them the message, do not worry. Do not be stressed out. Do not worry about tomorrow. If the birds are already being taken care of, if the beasts and the animals that walk among you is already taken care of by nature, how much more will the one, the infinite one, the Father, how much more will you be taken care of? And so that's where people are getting misconstrued on this conception around God. A lot of people feel like just because you don't serve God the way that they serve God, that they're somehow out of balance, out of focus. Not to mention, Christians be the ones struggling the most out here. Really? Christians be the one out here fighting battles. Civil wars out here. They fighting everything from poverty to stress to depression in the name of Jesus. Give me a break. What? Everything in your favor? You must have not been right. She hasn't been reading her Bible either. Because you're going to go through trials and tribulations. Anyways. There are so many different ways to express God. There are so many different ways to contact God. There are so many different ways to get in connection and to link up with God. Why? Because God resides within you. And for people who don't know where I stand when it concerns these bases of this type of conversations, I am omniist. I am literally called the omniist Rome. Omnism basically means, and if you look it up on Google, it'll tell you that somebody who doesn't see the truth in one way or another, but respects that there is truth within every other religion. I take it a step further and understand that life is connected. Everything that you see in life and within life is connected one way or another. And I believe that every expression that you see in this world is an expression of the divine source. So whether it's music, whether it's language, whether it's genres of film, whether it's fashion, whether it's culture, and whether it's different societies and variations of how a person can express themselves, it comes down to flavors of food, flavors of drinks, comes down to different places where you can go, colors, colors and different variations of species. There's all these different depictions, all these different variations, all these different, archetypes and avatars, all these different expressions of the divine source, of supreme consciousness, and you want to suppress the divine source, supreme consciousness, to one Bible, to one book, to one label, to one name, to one path. And that's where I have an issue. A lot of people have an issue with that. And we get sick and tired of the arrogance of Christians. We get sick and tired of the narcissism that comes from Christians. We get sick and tired of people trying to push and shame and condemn and trying to minimize and diminish how we choose to live our own personal life. I literally saw a video of a man trying to tell a woman who just so happened to have, crystals or the evil eye, whatever, and telling her oh, you opening up spirits and opening up these demons and all these different things. And that's a Eurocentric mindset, because that's exactly what they did when the Europeans came to our lands in Africa. That's the same thing they did when they demonized voodoo and hoodoo and root. They did the same thing. There are Christians, there are black people today who will tell you, I ain't trying to get into all that. I ain't trying to get into all that magic. I ain't trying to get into all that stuff, all that devil magic, all that devil stuff. Because they have conditioned us to diminish and cast away our magic and our power. And while you screaming black power, you don't want to deal with your own power. Ain't that ironic? How you screaming black power, you don't even want to deal with your power. Black girl magic, but you don't want to deal with black magic. That don't make any type of sense. You don't even, and black people so out of it, they don't even want to study it. You don't even have to practice it, but you don't even want to study your own magic. You don't even want to study the pre-colonial traditions that your ancestors used to practice. what you used to get into before you was introduced to Jesus? That don't make any type of sense. So to conclude with this video, I don't have to serve your God or Jesus or any type of figure in order to be happy. I could be happy all on my own, because I truly understand that I am the source and I am the supreme one within my life, that I am the master of my own life. And that doesn't come by my own merits. I understand that I am in cahoots. I am linked up with the source. The source resides within me. I am a vessel. I understand that I am God, but as a human. That doesn't mean that I can create the universe and I can create all these different things. That means that within the boundaries of my human nature, I can push the extreme boundaries and limitations of me being a human to being whatever I put my mind to as God, as a human. So yes, I can have peace without serving your God. And if you like this comment, if you like this message that I have for you, if you like this type of style of content, just going off the dome like this, like the video, share it with a couple of friends or two, and let me know how you feel about this in the comments below. Till next time, we out.